First Lady Jill Biden says, quote, "Our children deserve better," following a shooting at a private Christian school in Nashville. Authorities say at least 7 people are dead, including 3 children and the suspected shooter.
And President Biden addressed the nation this afternoon asking how many more children have to be murdered before Republicans in Congress step up.
It's heartbreaking, a family's worst nightmare. We have to do more to stop gun violence. It's ripping our communities apart, ripping the soul of this nation, ripping at the very soul of the nation.
Now, this incident is the 19th shooting at a school or university so far this year, with at least 1 reported injury. The Covenant School is a private Christian school teaching preschool through 6th grade. The suspected shooter, a former student, was armed with 2 assault-style rifles and a handgun. She was shot and killed by police inside the school. Jonathan Seary has more on this developing situation.
She entered the school through a side entrance and traversed her way from the first floor to the 2nd floor, firing multiple shots.
A 28-year-old woman opens fire inside a private Christian elementary school in Nashville, killing 3 children and 3 staff members before being shot and killed by police. It happened Monday morning at the Covenant School, a Presbyterian school of some 200 students ranging from preschool to 6th grade. According to police, the first report of shots fired came in around 10:13 a.m. Minutes later, a team of officers responded and began clearing the building.
When the officers got to the 2nd level, they saw a shooter, a female, who was firing. The officers engaged her. She was fatally shot by responding police officers.
5 of the victims, 3 children and 2 adults, were rushed to the hospital and were later pronounced dead. Nashville police say no one else was hurt. And while it's still unclear how the woman is connected to the school, police say she was heavily armed with 2 assault rifles and a handgun. Monday afternoon, President Biden sent his condolences to the families impacted and also called on Congress to do more to stop gun violence.
It's heartbreaking, a family's worst nightmare. And we have to do more to stop gun violence. It's ripping our communities apart, ripping the soul of this nation.
Police say they're now investigating a motive and reviewing surveillance video from the school. In Atlanta, Jonathan Seary, Fox 32, Chicago.
This Nashville school shooting is unusual in several aspects. It is a private school. It serves elementary-age students. And the suspected assailant was female. Since the 1999 massacre at Columbine High School, the Washington Post has tracked 376 school shootings before today. Just 4 of them involved female shooters.
Surviving a mass shooting is definitely traumatizing, and the number of youth exposed to gun violence is growing every single day. Dr. Lewis Krause is the chief child and adolescent psychiatry specialist at Rush University Medical Center. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Pleasure.
So President Biden addressed this issue today when he spoke to the nation, the need to treat the mental health of school shooting survivors. How can we help children and teens traumatized by these shootings?
You have to get the community together. You need a team of people. I'm from Highland Park. Last summer we dealt with the 4th of July shooting, and there was an incredible show of support. Child psychiatrists, public community mental health centers, private therapists, all got together with organizing groups to help the families and the individuals still cope with the trauma that occurred. And that is really the crucial part of it, that the community has to come together.
One thing that you just said there, doctor, is that you're saying that people are still coping with this, even though this happened a little ways away in terms of the timeline. Can you speak, though, on this incident and what those surviving students may be going through right now?
Right now, it's going to be a period of acute trauma, somewhat a deer in headlights. There's going to be a fear. They're going to want to stay at home. They're not going to really come out with the more obvious mental health issues, probably until the next, I'd say, 5 to 12 days. Then you're going to start to see more symptomatology. And it's not just the children. It's going to be the parents not knowing what to do. Do we allow our children to go back to school? Can they go out? Can they go to a friend's house? Can they go to a birthday party? Can they have a birthday party? All these things are going to be question marks for them and what they can and can't do. Often what parents will do in situations like this, because there's nothing more fearful for a parent than not being able to control what happens to their child. And to be in a situation like this is frightening, both for the child that experienced it, but also for the parent. And, kids are going to look up to their parents. It's extremely important that they get help as well so that they can act as appropriately as possible. The goal is going to be to get the kids back to a normal routine, something that they're comfortable with, that they won't be fearful of as much as possible. But also for some are going to have a much more significant reaction to this horrible trauma, and they need to be able to get the more acute mental health interventions that they might need.
For any parents watching, aside from the parents that took part in this horrible tragedy today or are a part of it, what do you tell parents to tell their children? Can you hear us, Doctor?
It's hard. Kids are so amazingly bright. They see so much on social media that it's hard as a parent to tell them that they're going to be safe. But as a parent, you need to reassure your children that you'll protect them and they will be safe, and that you're going to do things in a way that will keep them safe, and that to get their lives back on track. As parents, you got to keep them away from social media. You got to keep them away from the television, especially for these younger children. Older children, high school age children that have seen this, it's going to be different in regards to how you approach them and what you talk about with them. But you've got to be very cautious about young children. You have to remember, kids this age have not developed the abstract reasoning ability as you would see in teenagers. They're going to look at things in a much more concrete way. For example, you don't completely appreciate the concept of death until you're about 8. So for 5 and 6 and 7-year-olds, this school starts in preschool, so 3 and 4-year-olds. They're not even conceptualized the full intensity of the tragedy that occurred. And treaters need to help parents in regards to how to word things in the right way to their kids. But for today, just to be there and to be a support.
Absolutely. It is. Sorry to cut you off there, Doctor. It was absolutely heartbreaking and something really no one should have to experience. Dr. Lewis Krause, the Chief Child and Adolescent Psychiatry Specialist at Rush University Medical Center, we appreciate your time today.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here.